Right. Hey guys.
Right, so as I promised, for the avoidance of any doubt, this is strictly embargoed until 10:30 on Saturday evening. But we'll go all in. But Jeremy, if you'll kick us off first.
Hi Joe, it's going to be your first Premier League game in I think 15 months on Sunday. I mean, how exciting is that for you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I enjoyed my year last year in a different league, but this is, you know, possibly the best league in the world to be a part of. So I'm very privileged and very happy to be a part of West Ham's team, and you know, hopefully I'll be playing Sunday and playing at one of the greatest stadiums in the world.
What do you think a year in Italy did for your game?
It certainly broadened my horizons. It helped me to learn a different way of living, and brought some new styles of football to me, different ideas, different manager. I'd like to think it's helped me.
Do you think you come back a better keeper then?
I want to be learning and improving all the time, you know, so I'd like to think that I'm a better keeper than when I walked through the door here a couple of weeks ago. So I want to keep improving no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing.
It's a big season for you, a big season for West Ham. There's a World Cup at the end of it. How important do you think it is to kind of fight to keep your England shirt, and how big a battle will that be, do you think?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, and it's something that you know, I've always embraced. I love playing football first and foremost. Obviously, playing for my country is very important, but you know, it's a short career, and I want to be playing at the highest level possible, and that was really important to me, playing football. I'm obviously still owned by my parent club, and you know, I was fully aware I wasn't going to play football for them, so trying to get football elsewhere to the highest standard possible was important this summer. And like I say, I'm very grateful that I'm here, and I just want to play well and do well for the team.
Do you accept me never going back then?
Where?
To Man City?
I don't even think about that. I'm a West Ham player right now, and that's all I care about. You know, the other side of it's quite political with contracts, and I respect that, and I respect my parent club, but all I care about right now is West Ham.
You're one of a number of players who come to this club having won the Premier League, Zabaleta as well, Chicharito. What do you think that kind of experience will do for the West Ham team?
I hope it's going to help. I hope, you know, we come here, I come here with, you know, really high demands of my teammates, because I demand a lot of myself. I'm here to win games, I'm here to try and improve, I'm here to try and help, I'm here to learn. And I think if we all, you know, if everyone's got a similar sort of mindset, we've got a dangerous squad.
Are you going to be trying to make a point to Pep, do you think, this season?
Like I said, you know, that side of it, I'm trying to make a point to Slaven Bilic, he's my coach. I'm trying to make a point to Gareth Southgate, they're my coaches. They're the people's opinion that I care about.
And you'll be wearing the number 25 shirts on Sunday. Just explain why you went for 25 and not number 1.
One, I didn't feel it was right to take the number 1 shirt. I'm currently on loan at West Ham, and the 25 shirt is, you know, I've enjoyed a lot of good times in it. You know, West Ham made a point, and I was quoted, you know, I enjoyed my first season with Manchester City. I took the number. I used it whilst I was at Birmingham, and you know, the FA Cup and first Premier League and things like that. And it's a number that I've enjoyed wearing, and I want to keep enjoying it.
What's realistic, do you think, for West Ham this season, given some of the new signings that have arrived with you?
We just got to reach for the top, as you know, go as hard as we can in every game, set up in every game to win as best we can, and see where that takes us. I don't think anyone can predict anything in this Premier League. I think it's such a high standard that you know, it's going to be interesting how it finishes up.
You're starting with 3 away games, no London Stadium for a while. Is that going to be a problem, do you think, for the first 3 games?
No, it can't be. You know, we've got that schedule. We knew that they were going to be part of the World Athletics at the stadium. So you know, we were mentally ready. We were mentally ready to play away from home. You know, we're looking to set ourselves up for that 4th game in, to be in a good position and really enjoy our first home game, because you know, I know the West Ham fans are going to be dying for us to play at home so that they can come and support us. So we need to put them in the right mood when that time does come.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Can I just ask you, Baby the Shiner?
Well, the induction was to have a fight with Andy. And yesterday I spread for the ball, and I get hit in the face a lot. This is the first time it's actually marked me. So.
What does Andy look like, Joe? Does he come off worse than you?
No.
But I mean, seriously, Saturday night, I remember doing an interview with you after the Scotland game with England when you said you'd rather not go on loan if possible, because you said you're at a stage of your life and your career where you'd like some certainty. So what convinced you about West Ham that you could kind of take on the loan rather than holding out for permanent?
I think the permanent was going to be difficult. I think that I don't think there were too many options for me to go on a permanent, if any. So that was my ideal situation. I always have been. When you've asked me questions, I've answered honestly, and ideally I wanted to be signing a permanent deal somewhere so I could set my life up and have a direction. But that wasn't meant to be, and West Ham have been absolutely fantastic towards me. I can't be any more grateful for the opportunity that they've given me, for Slavan to come and Mr. Gold to come in and Mr. Sullivan to make their intentions clear that they wanted me to be here, and I'm over the moon to be a part of this club. There wasn't an awful lot of movement goalkeeper-wise this summer, so I'm very grateful to get this opportunity.
It's been a good club as well for English goalkeepers in the last kind of decade or so, with Jamo and Rob Green, two keepers you obviously know. Yeah,
know them well. Jamo actually said that I'd love it here when I spoke to him. I want to add to that. I want to be an England goalkeeper playing for West Ham. I really do, and that's my intentions. But like I say, first and foremost, I want to perform well for the club and see where that takes me.
Did you specifically ask advice, or was it just a kind of general chat?
General conversation. I reach out to a few people when I've got decisions to make. I'm really lucky to have some sound advice from inside of football and outside of football. A lot of people that I respect, and Jamo's certainly one of them. And everyone just said it seems like a great opportunity and you need to grasp it.
In general, Joe, do you agree with the loan system? There's been a lot of talk this summer about whether it's fair for players to go on loan between Premier League clubs.
I don't know those discussions, but certainly in my case, there's no other real option for me. If a club wants a certain amount of money and people aren't necessarily willing to pay it, but they're willing to take you on loan, then at the end of the day, it's a business, and not everyone in football wants to play football. When you become a professional footballer, there's no written contract that says you have to strive to play first team football. So it's a job at the end of the day. But there's a lot of us, myself included, who I just love playing football. I'm just lucky that it's my job. So if I can't play for my club, and the logistics and the business-wise can't be worked out that I can be bought or sold, but someone's willing to play me elsewhere, and that's not a problem with my parent club, then of course it needs to happen. Like I say, it's a short career, and the money side of it is great and is important, but at the end of the day, I'm a young guy and I want to play football. I just want to play football. That's all I want to do. And if going on loan is what needs to happen, then for me that's fine.
Joe, you've shown a lot of resilience. Had to show a lot of resilience in your career. As a goalkeeper, often has to do. Is that part of your makeup? Do you like that challenge and being challenged?
I'd love it to be a little bit smoother, obviously, but I love. I've just said, and to answer that question, I love football. Whether people want to say good things about me, whether people want to say bad, whether they want to pick me, whether they don't want to pick me. It's just I just want to play football, so I have to put things to one side. I have to sometimes take a few things on the chin and dig in and work. But luckily that's who and what I am. That's what I love doing. So working hard isn't a problem for me. Digging deep isn't a problem for me. That's who I am, and that's what I'll continue doing. And until my body won't let me.
Joe, as you can see by my face, I'm an old man. I've been around a long time.
No.
And I can't work out how you, England #1, then go to another club, and then your parent club, as you call it, have had 3 goalkeepers since or 2 to replace you. So I just can't work it out. Do you ever think about that?
That's their problem. I need to look after myself. I need to be selfish in this situation. My feelings towards Manchester City will never change. I'm eternally grateful for them as a football club. They took me as a 19-year-old boy from Shrewsbury Town, took somewhat of a punt on me, and I've had some fantastic times there and built some really great relationships. The fans have been so supportive of me, even in the past year, even this year now, and that's something that will never die with me, and I'll eternally have a link with them. But as far as the business side of it goes, and new managers and opinions and stuff like that, that's unfortunately football, and you've just got to take it on the chin. There's no point in taking it too personally, because it's not all about me. The game moves quickly. There's plenty of people who've been in my situation. Maybe like I said, there's plenty of people who've been in my situation, and you've got two choices. You can moan about it, and you can make smart comments or try and work out why it was done, or you can just get on with it. And I've taken the latter.
What did you miss most about the Premier League, Joe, while you were away?
I don't think I missed it too much. Like I say, I loved being part of Serie A. I loved being part of Torino. I obviously kept an eye on what was going on. It's a great league, and you take my footballing abilities away, and I'm just I'm a football fan. I will watch it all day, every day. So, but did I miss it? I was too involved in what I was doing to miss it, I think.
What would your feelings be like going back to Manchester? The other side.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get probably a similar reception to what I usually get there, but it's business. It's business. I want to go there, and I want to win. That's all I want to do. Whichever side of Manchester it is, whichever side of England it is, I'm going there to win.
Have you spoken to Gareth Southgate lately?
Yeah, I spoke to him in the summer. I just kept him updated with my situation, and pretty simple. He's quite he likes to communicate with his players, and I'm quite open with how I want to talk football. So when I was talking before about you asked me about the Man City manager's opinion on me, like I said, the only opinion that matters to me are Gareth's and Slavan's.
Do you think Pep gave you a fair chance?
Like I say, whatever, that's gone. I'm not part of that club at the moment, so hopefully Slavan will give me a chance.
And what does Gareth think of you? Is he glad you're back in England?
Yeah, he thinks it's thinks it's the right place for me to be with what could happen. I think he definitely agrees with me that this is the best place I can be to play football right now.
So there was a lot of talk when you first left the Torino over whether you fitted into a style, maybe that Pep likes of playing the ball out from the back. Talking for yourself and not about City, do you think that's a style that you're comfortable with yourself?
I feel like I can adapt to what my manager wants. It was what Sinisa Mihajlovic wanted last year, and I felt like I could do what he asked me to do. And at the moment, I feel capable of doing what Slavan's asking me to do. And the same when I've been with England, or when I've been with any manager that I've played under, I've felt comfortable that I've been able to achieve what they've asked me to do.
Has Slavan got particular instructions for you how to play?
Yeah, of course, he's the manager. He. I'll always ask what's required of me and do it to my best ability.
It's noticeable, Joe, that the owners and the manager went for experience when they were signing players, so yourself, Saba and Javier.
Marco as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And how you fitted into the dressing room? What has been the reaction with the other lads?
I've enjoyed it. I've known a lot of the guys just through simply playing Premier League football against them. I've obviously got personal ties to a lot, most of the English lads being involved in and around the England squad or the under-21s. So I feel like I've fitted in well. You'd probably have to ask them how they feel, but I've felt very welcomed by both on and off the field. And I'm looking forward to, obviously, I want to build friendships, but at the same time, I want to do well for the club. That's how you're going to build the best relationships.
What are your expectations for West Ham this season, Joe?
I feel like we're capable of competing in every single game that we've got ahead of us. I feel like if we pull together and play as a team and have a good work ethic, then I feel like anything's possible.
It's a European place, isn't it?
It's the best we can achieve, and with this team, we've got to be aiming as high as we possibly can. Like I say, I don't feel like we're going to go into any game expecting to lose.
I know you talked about the opportunities open to you this summer, but was it important to come back to the Premier League with it being a World Cup season?
I wanted to play to the highest standard that was available to me, and this definitely fits that criteria.
It looks like a really good battle developing for that England goalkeeping spot this season, with Butland being back fit, Pickford getting his move to Everton. Does it feel like that as kind of the guy holding the shirt at the moment?
I've always said I feel like the goalkeeping standard is very, very high in England. And it's a privileged position to play for the country, and every single time I put on that number 1 jersey for England, I'm very, very proud and very excited for what comes with it. There's the 2 guys you mentioned. There's Big Fraser, just signed another new deal, so that his importance there is massive. There's Heats as well, who's been, nothing short of a miracle for Burnley with his performances. He's been absolutely outstanding. And there's plenty of other English keepers. I've always spoke about the keepers in the Championship who, it's tough to get in a Premier League team. It is really tough. I found that this summer. There's some great keepers out there, and I don't think that's going to change for a long time.
Was there any difference in the mentality of an Italian dressing room against an English dressing room?
I'm still finding that out. It depends on the group of player. I don't think it's necessarily an Italian thing. It's dressing room by dressing room, and how your manager wants you to be, and how your important characters in the dressing room want to carry that team. So, because I've had different dressing rooms when I played in England that I felt very, very different from one manager to another, or from one leadership group to another.
Joe, can I just ask, who do you think will win the title? I presume you go for Man City.
Why would you presume that? I don't know. It's an open race. People have invested heavily, and I honestly don't think anyone's going to have an answer for that until whenever the last game of the season is. I think it's going to be a really tight one. I think the standard's absolutely phenomenal, but as always, the best team's going to win it. Simple as that. I don't know who that team is, but be it Leicester, be it Man United, Man City, or West Ham, the best team's going to win this league.
Will Angelo get his orders in Italian or English?
He'll get them in English because I want him to actually understand what I'm on about. But if needs be, he knows. I'll put it in there. In fact, it became quite natural to speak in football in terms Italian, so that's kind of out of me. But I don't think there's any harm in using a few European terms for the whole team, because we are quite a foreign-based team, and I've been very surprised coming back and being around Italian and Spanish people what I actually do understand and the similarities. So whatever makes him play to his highest standard, I'll do.
How's your rhyming slang?
Pardon?
How's your rhyming slang? Did you speak Italian last season?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's definitely a little bit different, but sometimes I have to just kind of smile and nod and give myself 5 minutes to put it together. Yeah.
Christian, can I ask you from Fox Sports Latin America, 2 questions. Your thoughts first on Chicharito, which is...
I thought it might be about him.
Sorry, mate. It's just,
that's right.
I mean, he's a massive name in our lands and in the States, especially with Spanish-speaking, immigrants over there, Americans as such, and then big expectations. Your thoughts? What can we expect from Chicharito on and off the pitch? You faced him before.
Like you say, Chicharito's a global brand. He's he's a huge player. He's won many titles. He was almost iconic at Manchester United, coming off the bench and scoring goals. I kind of knew him then. Obviously you have respectful rivalries, and he's certainly someone that you can't dislike him, can you? I don't know if you know him personally, but he's just such a bright, bubbly character. But I've loved his intensity. I've loved his professionalism. It's been great to meet the man and realise that he is the real deal, and I'm really excited for him. I'm really excited for him to come here and be the main man for us and score lots of goals, and be the man that you guys especially know he is, and make sure that everyone here knows he is.
And the other one is about Sava. Sava is a warrior. He's been amazing with City. He's not in the picture with Argentina anymore.
Yeah.
But Manuel is coming through at the same time,
Yeah.
So your thoughts on them, and their role on and off the pitch in this new Western side.
I obviously know Pablo, like a brother. I've been with him a long time. We've been through a lot. He came a little bit after me in City, but he came when we hadn't won anything. We were starting to make sense. I think Mark Hughes was the manager that brought him in. I think he came for maybe 6 million or something like that. Which, you look at the today's prices, and it's an amazing bit of work from the club.
One day from Neymar.
Yeah, exactly. But he's been He's a great player to play with. He's a really good, strong person off the pitch. His mentality is fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to playing with him again. It was a really nice added bonus that he was a part of West Ham when the interest came about. And Manu's, the sky's the limit for him. He's a really good player. He was, a few years ago, Dimitri was here, and he was obviously taking the world by storm. But Manu's almost taken that from Dimitri. And he's a really important player for us. He links the play. He's clever. He's sharp, and we need him back fit as soon as possible to add another dimension to our game.
Sampaoli, our head coach, has just been here, and we're fighting for our lives in the South American qualifiers. And he met Manu. He thinks most important that Manu is the man that we've been missing to get Messi and company going.
Well, that's a huge statement.
Or try to, because at the moment we haven't.
I'll be honest, I haven't followed your qualification in the World Cup qualification, but
we're up to here.
To be considered to play for Argentina in an attacking format, then you must be doing something right, because you've got the world's greatest player, and you've got Dybala, Higuain, Di Maria. It's endless how many attacking players you've got. So if he is the key, then he is special.
Guys, happy? Brilliant. Thank you.
All right, cheers, guys.